We're back, Murktide Regent, everybody. One of, as you all know, one of my favorite decks, the blue-black Murktide list. Love these interactive tempo shells. And this is a great one. There are some things like the down to only 3 consider, 2 preordain. I think the 2 preordain is right. I'm curious about the considers, but I do like the inclusion of Cling to Dust. I think that one's really good. Fatal Push, pretty stock. A couple of Thought Seizes. I think that's defensible. Only one Sink into Stupor, but we're making up for it with Stock Up and an Odawara. Stock Up to help us dig through the deck, and Odawara just as kind of like an alternate Sink into Stupor, because most of the time you're using that to bounce something back to your opponent's hand anyways. So I think that's fine. For Bowmaster, that's pretty good with what we've got coming up. Frog, because Frog. Double Force and an Archmage's Charm, 3rd Forces in the side. But I don't hate Archmage's Charm as a way to refuel at instant speed or gain control of like a small thing. I think that's valid. It had that gain control of a small thing has saved me more than a couple of times in the past. So, you know, I don't hate on that part of it. Dismember, kill Ketramos, pretty much unconditional kill. 2 subtleties. I think that's pretty good. Really good subtlety and Orcish Bowmaster with Kaito Bane of Nightmares with Ninjutsu. So basically you get to return an unblocked creature when it attacks. You pay 1 blue-black. You bounce that creature. You put Kaito in, who is a 3/4 ninja. So basically he gets to make the attack. You're going to be dealing 3. Ideally, you want to do this with the Bowmaster, so you get to reuse the Bowmaster trigger, and instead of dealing 1, you deal 3. But the main thing is you have his various modes. +1, get an emblem, Anthem Ninjas, not bad. Really only works with him in this deck, but that's still cool. Make him a... When you have nothing else going on, make him a 4/5, you know, help speed up the clock. And the fact that, like, the other Kaito benefits from it, even if this one dies, is pretty cool. The 0, Surveil, then draw a card. Surveil 2, then draw a card for each opponent who lost life this turn. Not bad. Surveil Preordain. I like it. It's a pretty good 0. Pretty good 0. But now the main stay here. Tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on. So you just tap down that Ketramos that's giving you problems. Tap down that Prime Time so it can't attack. Like, just a lot of really good things. And then, of course, you know, finishing off with Murktide Regent. I think the deck is really solid. Really, really solid. Also, I'm interested in Stock Up. This one by Kaunaklu. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Probably butchered it. It's fine. Came in 4th in the challenge, so that's usually a good sign. I'm interested in Stock Up. I think this will be pretty good. You know, we'll have to see. I do think, like, mini dig through time is never going to be bad, even at sorcery speed. Onto the side, 3 Consignary. I think you can go up to 4 because of Eldrazi. Stern Scolding, really good into all manner of sewers. Extra force negation for when you need it. Harbinger of the Seas, great when she is great. Bad when is not. 3rd Subtlety, I think that's a valid one. Move away. Like, my big thing is, like, swap a Murktide for the Subtlety, you know, just to get that, like, non-graveyard dependent attacker in there. I always think it's good. Another Thoughtseized, another Dismember. Good for the Ketramos decks. Thoughtseized good also for the combo decks. Nihil Spellbomb. Gotta hate the graveyard. EE, fantastic against the brainy work. The Breach decks, fantastic against them. And Sauron's Ransom for the grindy matchups. Best fact or fiction ever printed, I must say. So, yeah, that is the deck. Yeah, we can reliably flip this Tamiyo if we need to on turn 2. We can hold up counterspell, so I'm going to keep. Yeah, we are kind of donezo if they have like something like a really, really good start. Lush Portico. I don't know what this could mean. Don't know what... Okay. I mean, my guess is Zoo? Alright. Darkswick, Tomato, Moto, Wag. Oh man, not this again. All right, we're gonna hope that was just like a weird one-off, you know. We're gonna hope. All right, say go. And then I think we'll play Delta. You know, just because of its zoo, I might. Oh, so I don't know what this is. All right, so we'll go land here. Make a treasure. I think I'm kind of fine just drawing a card here. I don't know what opponent's on, and I feel like holding up Counterspell. Okay, so it's Bant. Alright. Fetch. Yeah, we'll get the Swamp. Crack to draw. Okay, and consider. That means we can alright, land. Alright, so we've got Counterspell, we've got Push. Alright, let's go ahead, let's hit. Make a clue. Endurance, huh? I'm kind of okay losing Tameo here, I think. That's fine. We shuffle. Alright. They block. That's fine. We push. Okay. Alright. That is fine. We still need another threat. If they don't, like, cascade something here, I'm probably going to try to look for one. Okay, it's Living End. So it looks like they're trying to find their stupid cascade spell. Alright. Man, God, if there's one deck we all know I despise, it is a Living End. Alright, Magic's worst deck. Yeah, we'll put on top. We'll consider. Put on top, draw the frog. Alright, so, you know what? I'm kind of fine thought seizing here. So, Force of Negation, Subtlety. They do have that one card combo aspect, so we'll do that. We'll Sewers, trigger. Yeah, we'll bend that. I mean, I kind of just want to be able to frog, hold up, Counterspell plus. I mean, I think we're going to consider just to look for stuff. Alright, Waker of Waves. Yep. Street Wraith. So, Force of Negation. Alright, so let's just go ahead. We're just looking for counter magic. Another frog isn't bad. And consider. Put on top. Alright, there we go. Odawara. Let's drop a frog. I mean, if they've got it... Okay, I was gonna say, if they've got a... what you call it, they do. Like, I don't... Again, you can't beat perfection. So we've got 3 we can exile pretty clean-like. So Ardent Plea, Cascades, and Living End goes on the stack. Counterspell the Living End. Ardent Plea resolves. Okay. Fatal Push. I'm not really feeling Fatal Push. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's attack with Frog. Draw. Alright, we'll play a land and say go. We could fetch an island or something. You know, we've got another counter spell in hand, which is good. Alright. Crack. Island. And crack clue. Alright. Okay, second counter spell is huge. Alright. Discard the frog. Grow that. Hit with frog. Alright, Thoughtseize. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's Thoughtseize them. Okay, oh, nice, nice. So they've only got one more living end. We'll just get rid of Subtlety. And I'm kind of thinking about maybe giving up Otawara. Alright. All right. Okay, so stealing game one against the Living End. You love it. You love to see it. You love it. You love it. You love it. So I like these. I don't know if we're a stock up kind of game here. I don't know if we're a stock-up kind of game. I don't think Dismember's very good. I like Force. I like the other Force, as a matter of fact. I'm not the biggest fan of Subtlety. But then again, we can win the wars with it. Consign is pretty good. Okay, so we have to cut. We've got to cut 5. So Tamiyo, I think, is fine. Spell Snare. I'm not about it. Not about it. Counterspell I like. Bowmasters is honestly kind of whatever, really. Bowmasters is pretty mid overall. So I think we can cut, maybe cut a Subtlety, cut a Kaito, and run it like that. We were doing, like, that was a fantastic game one against Living End. I mean, we did get lucky. Like, their deck did kind of fall apart on itself. Like, the fact that they had 2 of their Living Ends in hand, we countered 1, and then we had double counterspell. Like, that was just... We're on the draw. We have 1 land, but we have a way to find it. We've got Tamiyo. I'm going to keep. We've got Counterspell, Archmage's Charm. They leyline us. Typical Living End things. All right. Okay, see, never didn't have it. Tomato. We'll see if this baits out a Counterspell. Alright, they cycle. Okay. Alright. Alright, they forest cycle. Oh god, I hate the land cyclers. The fact that Living End just gets to abuse them so much, man. It is what it is, you know. We've got the Counterspell, the Archmage's Charm. We can instant speed draw cards. You know, I feel like we're doing pretty good. Lush Portico. Would love a Nihil. Love a Spell Bomb. Endurance hitting the bin. Alright. Okay, land. See, we've always got it. Alright. And in the turn. I might Bowmasters here just because we've got a 3rd land. Alright. They miss a land drop. That's huge. That's huge. Watery Grave. Shock it in. both of these black, and let's go ahead. Let's Bowmaster. Ping. That way we could start applying some pressure, and if they cycle for, like, to actually draw cards, we can, like, doubly punish. Alright, and... Swing Crew. Cameo triggers. Alright, let's consider. Put on top, draw that, and... Let's crack a clue, draw a card. Okay, Psychic Frog. Alright. And to consider, man, oh man, it is good to be us right now. Let's see what that gets out of them. Let's see, Teferi Time Raveler. I will let that go. I know that seems weird because that is a sideboard card that we kind of want, but, you know. All right, we're seeing if they want to shock this in. I hope they do, because that's going to speed up my clock tremendously. They do not. Whamp, whamp. All right, so let's fetch. Let's get an Undercity trigger here. Yeah, we could put that on top. All right. So we'll do that. Crack these, draw the land. I kind of want just to be able to, you know. Okay, and another Psychic Frog. So I like that we can hold up both forms of counter magic here. Attack all. All right. All right. Yeah, we'll say go, because I can deal with a lot. And I could straight up flip Tammy if they don't do something, you know, like they're very much forced to. Okay, Shardless, yep. Alright. Okay. You sure showed me, opponent? Well. So, alright, let's consider, yuck. Okay, Force of Negation. Cast, target player draws to me. Is blue, blue. Alright. Tamio flips. The tomato has sprouted. Alright. Okay, so black, blue, frog. Well, plus... Alright, let's Thoughtseize. I'm going to say that that was a huge miss on their part. Like, they did not want to do that. Well. And I'm not above dumping one of these Fatal Pushes. Alright. Alright, Grow Frog. kill that. Yep. I mean, if they want to cast to counter it, I'm kind of cool with this. Okay. Congrats. You get a card that was going to be exiled anyways. Plus, okay, so we can ulti her soon. Alright. Do you want to block it? You do. Valid. Alright. And the fact that we can really rebuild if we have to push all in is pretty big. Alright. Okay, we draw a card. Okay, Sink into Stupor is not a bad card to draw. Okay, especially paired with a Swamp. Alright. So I think with these we are pretty well off. Yeah, I think we could do that. Grow the Frog. And attack all. We don't want to be complacent here, but I think just, you know, having... Alright. Like, having a lot... because this is their turn. Like, they have to go off now. How's it going? Ooh, no, I did not. Alright, they Forest Cycle, so I think they're going to try to push in here. I mean, because if they don't, they are dead. They are very dead if they don't. Okay. But I have not seen, I've not seen anything with that. I guess probably the Flyer? Gain some life? I don't see why do they have Collector Oof? Ooh. Like a Gitrog. Alright. Why do they have a, why do they have Collector Oofs? Like, are they just... I feel like Living In has to have a good matchup against... I feel like they have to have a good matchup against Breach, right? I would love to be on the play. I mean, I also can't complain. Like, we had one of our 2-ofs in hand. So, we've got Spell Snare. We've got Bowmaster's Fatal Push, Consider. I think this is a fine hand. I think I'll go Dark Swig Shores so we can set up with Consider. You know, if it's something like a monkey, we can push it, you know? Alright. Dark Swick, and we'll say go. You know, let them know what we're about. Let them know what we're on, what we're about. Alright. Hollowed Fountain. Blue, and Consider. Hollowed Fountain deck. I kind of don't want another Fatal Push. Okay. Keep her alive, total high. Okay, and we get a Queen. Oh, they've got a companion. This has to be a Kahira deck, right? Okay. It is. Whap whap. Alright. Alright, so we have a target now for our Queen, which is pretty cool. Alright. Hall of the Storm Giants, okay. I mean, if they want to push and counter this, you know, that's just a counter spell I don't have to worry about, so that's fine. Alright. Okay, Force of Negation. Yeah, we'll shock it in. That way we can, with Force, we can now deal with Teferi as well, which is pretty good. So I'm liking where we're at. Not liking that so much, but, you know, hey, it is what it is, so, alright. And we'll do this, start attacking. I mean, they could also have Solitude, that does kind of clown us a little bit. That part is what it is, you know. Alright. Okay, land. We'll be definitely getting a surveil off that. Attack all out. And say go. We've also got the Odawara too. So I'm feeling pretty great about where we're at, you know? Yeah, because we can hit walkers with that. That's pretty sick. Like the Teferi, we just bounce the Teferi back to hand. All right. Double white. Okay. Wrath of the Skies. Double white. Let's spell snare that. I mean, I feel like that was a bait play, but I don't know like what they would be baiting for. You know, like, I mean, Undercity, trigger. Not really wanting another land. Getting another land. Yucky yuck, folks. Well, attack all. We've got that. You know, we've got something to do just in case. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, we've got something going on. Like, we can always queen. Draw a card. All right. Okay, so, all right. There. All right. So, black. Whatever. We just don't have anything else going on, so I think this is fine. You know, just draw a card. We've got nothing. You know? I mean, if they try and do something now... That's how it's gonna be, huh, deck? That's how it's gonna be, huh? Well, it is what it is. Okay, a Thoughtseize is a great way to start rebuilding our yard, I feel like. So let's Thoughtseize them. I mean, if they want to flash in something, they can, you know. I mean, I feel like we're getting a subtlety here. And that's probably fine. All right, Orum's chant. Okay. I'm glad they're doing it now when we don't need to interact. Force of negation. Okay, well. So I think they're getting ready to do something, folks. I think they're getting ready to do something. Also, having this Odawara for that is kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Sadly, the Bowmasters. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, we'll let that go off. I don't... All right. Okay, Teferi. All right. Okay. So they're setting up for a turn. All right. And they're... Odawara? Alright, so that's pretty good. Now, if I could get another counterspell, Consider might get us another counterspell. Yeah, we'll do that. We might have to pitch our Murktide Regent. That's fine if we do. You know, the Orum's Chant, getting two of those are more annoying cards. So they've got three. Like, what would be the worst here? So, wait, no, cancel. We want to cast. And let's see if this gets through. And I mean, realistically, if we get them hell-bent, that's probably fine as well. You know, picking up game 1 against control is a real deal. And if they tap all out for a spell, I'm probably going to not force with the... what could they be doing? Okay. Wrath of the Sky, so cast... cancel. So cast by pitching a blue card. Yeah, we'll do that one. So they're down to 2 in hand. We can Murktide the next turn. Alright, land. So attack all. They're down to 3, so that's going to make it difficult for them. So trigger. Yeah, we'll put that on top, and then Murktide. The last 2, and they have to have a Wrath in hand. Nothing else does it. All right. I mean, they could Days Undoing us, but right now I don't know that that's going to do anything. Okay, to Fairy. All right. There we go. I don't know if you thought that through super duper well. Okay. You know, that was great game 1. That was a great game 1. Oh, man. I do think, like, because they can very easily bring in some stuff, so I think we can cut that. Stern Scolding, I don't know how I feel about. I do like Force of Negation. Dismembered's not really doing a heck of a lot here, so I think that's a fine cut. I like Tameo. I like Queen. I kind of like Sauron's Ransom, to be honest with y'all. I like Thoughtseize. I could see the... So, I think those are pretty non-negotiable, all of those. I mean, yeah, what does Fatal Push kill? Not a whole lot, I feel like. So, alright, we'll see, we'll see. We'll see how we do the rest of this, you know. I'm liking this, though. I'm liking this. That felt like a pretty good game 1 against control. That felt like a pretty good game 1. You know, it could be all downhill for the next 2 games. Like, that is a real deal thing we have to remember. The Orbs Chant thing is annoying, but hey, it is what it is. I think we can pitch that pretty safely. What do we got here? God, this hand doesn't do anything either. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So, here, we'll keep here... Here. Done. Oh, man, that was rough. Alright. But I think just, you know, trying to... oh, God, I don't know how I feel about this at all. And they kept us full 7. Okay, Undercity, trigger. What do we get? What do we get? Something good. Okay. Put on top. Alright, so we're definitely getting the lands to do stuff. So, alright, they're going to Archives. I hate that Days Undoing doesn't trigger Bowmaster. I think that's so stupid. It is what it is, though. You know, alright, so that's good. They do still have Stern Scolding up. I am not the biggest fan of this, but hey, it is what it is. So we'll do this and say go. Alright, not stumbling on lands as our opponent. Alright. So, in step. Alright, let's see if we can't bait out a counter spell. Alright, we bait out a spell snare. Same difference, really. Alright, in the turn. Bloodstained Mire. Okay. We'll do that. Alright, so they get another one. I swear to God, if we come back from a mold of 5 like this, I'm going to be amazed. You know. Okay, they've been a counterspell. I think they realized that Bowmaster might have been to counterspell check them. So, you know, we'll see. If they've got the Stern, they've got it. Like, again, I'm probably not beating that realistically. Okay. No. I mean, I'd rather them blow that on this. No. Alright. I'd rather them use that as opposed to anything else, so that's honestly kind of fine. Because that can't stop a... Well, it would be a very measly little Murktide, but, you know, hey. Let's see. Trigger. Yeah, I'll put that on top. Alright. Thoughtseize is going to be a big one, I feel like. Land and Thoughtseize. Man, these Moto lag spikes. I'd hoped we were done with these, but apparently not. Alright, so Thoughtseize is now on the stack, which is good. So this is where it gets rough. We don't really have anything going on in hand, and okay. Well, I don't really want them to have any of that, so we will just take that. I guess now is our chance to slam the Kaito, but I also think that it was fine to do this, so... You know, like taking away a combo piece, and they flub on another land drop. That's pretty good. So, you know, not bad. Watery Grave, tapped. Alright. Psychic Frog. So we got rid of the Narset. We're getting the Dispute. Okay. I'm fine with the 2-for-1 here. No. No. Okay, so that is Teferi Unknown in hand. I mean, if it's a Narset, that's gonna suck. Or a Teferi. Yep. Alright. Narset. Let's see, what do they get? Oh, Days Undoing. Yep, that could just be lights out, folks. Alright. So, Bowmaster. Alright. And the fact they've got Solitude. Alright. Alright. Oh, that if they let us have this, that's huge. Alright, let's try it. Alright, so that means we get to kill Narset, which is good. That turns off stupid Days Undoing lock. I mean, they can Solitude, which I'm fine with because I'll just hardcast the Kaito. Alright, so Counterspell. It's a pretty big W for them. Okay. Alright. Alright. Land. Stock up, huh? Alright, well, let's attack all. All right, ninjutsu in Kaito. See what they've got. If they have... Okay, they don't. All right. And then I think we're going to use his 0 here in a second. All right. 0. See, put on top. Put on top. All right. Land, and we'll say go. Getting Kaito down is huge. That's huge game for us. That's huge game. I might use his +1 just to get him out of solitude range. You know, like, I feel like that's pretty good. Oh, God, we came back from a mold 5. Even if we lose this, I still feel like we played it very, very well. We have that counter spell on top. Okay. All right, so double blue. Triple blue. All right. There's the Parter of Veils herself. All right, so there we go. I mean, we have to kill her. All right, there is Tough Fairy. All right. I don't like that we can't pressure them and that they've got plenty of pitch fodder for that solitude, but hey. Oh, I see what they're getting ready to do. Okay, so. All right, what's +1? Bowmasters. All right. Ping down Narset. And, yeah, we'll just attack all at Narset. All right, so that is 2 Narsets down. So we've got the stock up in hand. All right. So we could +1 to deal 5. All right, so I mean, if they do both, I'm probably going to, yeah, counter that. I mean, if they've got, we know they've got the counter spell, so we'll get that out of their hand as well. And the real question is, do you have stock, or do you have force in hand? You do not seem to. All right, so we draw. Okay, so attack all. So put them very low. Surveil. Okay, so top, preordain, bottom, top. I don't know why I did it like that. All right. And we'll say go. I mean, this is kind of a big one. We've got the counter spell out of their hand. So we know the entire contents of their hand. Big Fairy is, you know, all right, let's go ahead. Let's just get this tapped. Consider. So they took the Kaito. And all right, yeah, we'll put that on top. I'd like to have a frog, I think. I think frog's pretty good. All right. All right, so they do that. We bowmasters them, meaning that they are dead next turn. So they untap. Orum's Chant is probably going to be the best that they can get. If they've got it. All right. That said, Big Teferi is a big problem. All right, so land. All right. Attack all. And make them, I don't know what they could have, like Solitude Blink, Solitude Block Kaito would probably be the best they could have had. And they didn't. So maybe they saw something I didn't, you know. That's always a possibility. You always have to keep that in mind. That maybe your opponent saw something you didn't. I'll keep, because we're on the play. Opponent is mulliganing. I already like that. We've got, you know, we do need another land, admittedly. Tomato. And say go. I might aggressively subtlety, just depending. All right, Mystical Archive. Wrath of the Skies. Yeek. All right, Undercity. All right, let's play that trigger. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, game. Yeah, we'll put that on top in this one, so hit them. And let's hope we're still live. Okay, that was something else. Cool. That is just my VR headset. Neat. All right, doing its thing. All right, let's preordain. Top. All right, and there we go. I mean, having subtlety, like, all right, they are telegraphing counterspell as big as they can. Nah, I don't think we get anything from doing that, so all right, we'll just do this. Trigger. All right, get another thing. We just want to keep making land drops, I feel like. Make land drops, draw cards, eventually flip Tamiyo and win. Yeah, I'm going to let him have it against my better judgment. All right. Okay. Is it worth it to keep Tamiyo? Because if we play it in there, yeah, I think we'll just give up Tamiyo. I don't think it nets us enough. Because we've already got the clue tokens, you know. And we've got something to do with our mana to keep cards flowing to hand. All right, another counterspell. Okay, land, that's pretty great. And I think we're going to, on their instep, try and jam this Bowmasters. We could play out the other Tamiyo. I forgot I had it, in all honesty, because I was saving that as subtlety fodder. But, you know, you'll have that. You'll have it on these big jobs. You know, like, if they tap out, like, and try into Fairy, I'm 100% subtletying that, so I can, you know, start the beatdowns. All right. Blue, black. I don't know. I tapped it like that because I totally meant to, and that wasn't a misclick. That was not a misclick. All right, Bowmasters resolves, huh? All right. I mean, if they want to kill it now while I'm shields down, that's fine. Okay. Froggy. Alright. Let's see. So, yeah, we've got 7. Alright. Let's hit with these guys. You know what? We will say go, just because I kind of want to... I kind of want to get more stuff out of them, you know? Alright. Oh, not so much that. Alright. Okay, another Murktide Regent. Well, alright. Let's attack with all of these, and then I think we're going to try and jam Tamiyo. Hopefully we can get a Solitude out of their hand. Like, they fetch Solitude and we can counterspell. That's Tamiyo. We've got a lot we can pitch, so, you know, it is what it is. If they have the Wrath, they do. We've got them pretty low. I really wish I had more stuff going on in hand. You know? I mean, granted, Tamiyo's going to help with that. Tamiyo's going to help with that. Gaia Reach. Alright. Wrath of the Skies, that will burn all of theirs. We lose all of that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm kind of hoping they do something else. All right. Ooh, pretty aggressively jamming. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right. Okay, another land. That makes me very happy. Nah, I kind of want to save that. So, let's Frog. And we'll say go. I'm probably going to discard this Fatal Push. Probably going to discard the Fatal Push. God, Orum's Chant. There. Yeah, let's counter it. Oh, man. Such an annoying card. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. I do not think so, opponent. I do not think so. Alright. That said, you know, we get a little bit blown out if they've got a Solitude here, but that puts them hellbent. You know, yeah, I'll put that on top. I don't mind drawing that. Alright. Alright, let's discard Fatal Push, grow Frog. Alright, and we draw a... Okay, a Swamp. Murktide Regent. Alright. So that's going to make Teferi tucking very difficult. Yep, I mean, I can't stop that. Alright, they decide to draw. That's probably correct. Alright. Okay, so mana available. Oh, man. I hate the way that works. Ah, well. It is what it is. Okay, Subtlety is a great one. See, yeah, I don't think we need it, so I'm going to discard a Swamp. Grow the Frog. Man, I do hate that they get another turn with this Teferi. God, I hate Orum's Chant. It is what it is, though. You know, alright, they do. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yucky, yuck, 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 yuck. But yeah, we're obviously going to subtlety here. Hope it lives. We can ideally kill them next turn if given the chance. I was going to say, like, oh, if that's something I could subtlety, I'm subtletying that big as it can be. Cast, blue, blue, all of these blue. Womp, 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 womp. I love that. I love that. I love that. Thoughtseize. I think Archmage's Charm is okay to draw a card with. Yeah, Dismember doesn't do anything. I mean, I think we just cut all of the fatal pushes and just bring in other stuff. Like, that's pretty good. Force is definitely not a bad card. Yeah. Yeah, try it like that. I mean, that was amazing. You know, it's always great when you just, like, beat control, you know? So hopefully we could pick up one of these next two. That means we've cashed the league. You know, obviously we're shooting for that 5-0. Well, you know, like, duh. Okay, keep. I think this is a pretty snap keep. We get a Thoughtseize. We've got Counterspell, we've got Bowmaster, we're on the draw. You know, Bowmaster, Ninjutsu, Kaito with, like, subtlety. That's pretty big. So, alright. What you got for me, opponent? Land. Alright, not bad, not bad. Alright, Murktide. That's a pretty good one, too. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Thoughtseize. What you got going on? Alright. Alright. Okay, so they land cycle. I mean, I think that's generally a correct thing to do. Alright, so what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, Prismatic Ending, Celestial Purge. Yeah. Take Teferi and say go. You know, like, that's pretty good. Alright, so... Okay, they put Chant into Yard. Fine, that card's so obnoxious. Alright, Darkswick, and we'll say go. Alright. So, we took Teferi, Time Raveling. So, no shenanigans there. Alright. Prismatic Celestial Purge. Alright, let's see, what does Purge here? Red or black permanent? Okay. Oh, Bowmaster! He has mastered the bow, everybody. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh. Oh my lord, yes. Irk. Ninjutsu! Surveil. Top. But I really want to give them a target for that. Oh, wait, we already played land for turn. Well, that's a non-issue. That is a non-issue. I mean, yeah, they don't have enough colors to do that right now. All right, yeah, we'll exile the Murktide. All right, so there. All right, subtlety dies, whatever. It's probably fine. Oh man, Kaito is a house against these decks. Kaito is a house against these decks. Oh, he's so good. All right, so we have to be aware of the prismatic. All right. So what? Tomato. I kind of want to keep the cards flowing, I feel like, so we'll just attack. That's 0 for now. I mean, okay, so... Okay, I was gonna say, yeah. Ah, man, that was glorious, wasn't it? Alright, looks like we're on the draw. Sad, but it is what it is. Okay. I mean... Keep... You know... In that case, yeah, we'll shock in and we'll say go. I'm going to play it a little bit more conservative. All right. I was wise to because... Oh, Hall of the Storm Giants. Okay, I don't know exactly what we're up against then. Pleasantly surprising when that happens, I gotta say. All right. Okay, land, tomato. See if that baits anything out of him. It doesn't. I didn't figure it would, you know. I could have misplayed this, you know, right there. Like, it's possible. Ooh, is it? All right. Bolt. Huh. Okay. So they're land cycling, they get an island. I don't know what we could be up against here. Part of me's kind of thinking we'll just consider... Try and find a threat. Alright. I really don't know what they could be on. Okay, Murktide's... It's a ways off, but it is a threat, so we'll do that. Alright, what do we get? Okay, subtlety. Alright, let's go Undercity trigger. Yeah, put that on top. So, if it comes down to it, we can... Queen, get that force. Which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Yep. This could be twin. Alright, land cycles again. Opponent definitely not failing on them land drops. That is not what they are doing. That is not what they are about. I do think we're going to eat the Bolt because I feel like this is a Snapcaster deck. I just get Snap vibes from this. Alright. Queen. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's eat the Bolt. Eat the Bolt. Okay, perfect. All right, so... And we'll see what they do. All right. They get another land. Okay. All right, we get a Psychic Frog. Yes, I would love to shock that in. All right, and we'll attempt a Froggy. See what happens. You know, I'm... Counterspell, they have 4 cards. I will attempt a Spell Snare. I'm trying to figure out, like, what is it decks are around. Alright. Frog is going... I mean, if it gets bolted, I might give up the Otawara for it. You know? Alright. Flame of Anor, huh? Okay. That's fine. So long as I get plentiful cards out of them, I'm kind of fine with that exchange. Alright, so they're down to 4. I mean, like, if they've got it, they've got it. Like, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I probably just misplayed this against them. Alright, it is what it is. You know, Jace. Okay. Alright, so they're gonna Fate Seal us, I assume. Alright. Okay. Land. Alright. Ben. Only got 1. Alright. I don't know. I mean, I guess that in case we're holding up Bowmasters or something. Yep, they brainstorm with Jace. I don't really want to give them another one. I think we're losing this one. I think we're going to have to go on to game 2. I don't really foresee a way to get out from under that. You know. They are getting... We just flubbed a lot. I mean, I'm thinking about bouncing it, hoping we draw something, and then playing Murktide. Alright, they didn't do anything. Okay, so get priority. Alright. There we go. And see what happens. I mean... You know... Okay. Oh, God, Snap. Yeah, we'll just concede. Man, I hate getting beat by a Snapcaster deck in 2025, but it does happen. Like, getting that J-Stand was big. I do feel like we actually have a pretty good game against them now that we know what they're about. That's horrendous, I think. I like Thoughtseize, really. I like Thoughtseize a lot. I like Stock Up. Maybe we do pivot away from the Murktides, because they're going to try and bring in Graveyard Hate, I would imagine. Yep, we just run out like this. You know, and we know that what it's about now. I think we were a little too greedy with that hand. And played a little too cautious. I think we still should have jammed the Tamiyo and hoped. Because if we get a couple of those, you know, we're not behind on cards, and then that makes it a lot better. You know, we're just going to hope we can salvage this. If we can't, you know, it happens. You know, you're... I'll keep. So, alright. Land, and we'll say go. On their instep, we're going to consider. Now, we could get blown out. Like, they could just be, like, next level geniuses, and they spell snare this consider, and we don't find a land. You know, that would suck. That could happen, you know. Alright, consider. See, there we go. Never didn't have it. All right. Land, I'll say go, and we can flash in Bowmasters, depending on what they do. Like, if they go for a card draw spell, okay, they don't. Alright. They go land, we will fetch a... I kind of want to get an Undercity, but I think going Swamp, and then making them interact with this Bowmasters in their turn. I mean, they could also have double Spell Snare. If they do, they do. You know, we'll see. I do think Bowmasters is another house card against them, so, alright. So my guess is they're just going to try and kill it. I'm fine with this. This also sets us up for a Murktide if we draw it. Alright. Okay. Bolts us. Token. Alright. Okay, Sauron's Ransom, eh? Alright, well, in that case, we will just attack. And then we'll Sauron's Ransom on their turn, on their instep. Alright. Opponent is not missing their land drops. That is not a thing that they are doing. They, like, when it comes to lands, they're like, we are going to draw all of the lands. We are not going to miss a land drop ever, which I think is okay for a control deck. That's fine. Alright, what do you get their opponent? Alright, they get a counter spell, so... Island, and let's make them have it. So we can kill that pretty easily. They've got a counter spell in hand. They aren't tapping down, which, yeah, is what it is, you know. They could be playing to Bolt the Frog, too. I mean, if that's the case, that's the case. Like, it is what it is. You know, if they've got everything perfect, we're just waiting for our opponent to arrange the piles here. That said, even lands aren't bad, because I would like to get... Because we can push that, keep attacking in, you know, put their life total lower, hold up Snapcaster, or better yet, hold up Subtlety. Alright, let's see, what do we get? That said, Murktide is not a bad get with that. That'll be out of... Alright, these Factor Fiction piles, I don't know. I generally, like... Yeah, I'm going to choose pile 1. Okay, I mean... Oh, I earnestly don't know what being the ring bearer does, everybody. Alright. That is a legendary orc army. Alright, yeah, we'll just say go. I mean, they've got Bolt, they can get back with Snap, you know, they do, like, whatever. Land Cycle, okay. I mean, yep, they've got Counterspell, Island, 5 unknowns. I mean, there's always, like, the death by 1,000 cuts here. I mean, I also, like, if we get a land, I might jam Stock Up. Like, just to refuel some more, you know. Also, I'm not gonna lie, next turn, but they didn't want us to have those thoughts. Man, I don't know. The fact that we've already got a counter spell, we've got Subtlety, like... All right, land. Okay. Yeah, I think we're doing it. All right. There. Go to blocks. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. Trigger. Yep. All right. Block. I'm sorry. I forget it's the Kaito. It's such a... Yeah. All right. Whoop. I mean, we lose our legendary ring bearer. I do not know what being the ring bearer does. I could not hope to tell you. But, I mean, I think putting them lower, all right, is fine. 0. Okay, yep, you do that. I'm fine. All right. Play. All right. And there we go. Having a walker down is a big game. All right. I might pitch, okay, Murktide. Let's try and counter that, because we can put the stun counters on it. I want to get more out of their hand, though. I want to get more out of their hand. Okay, that's fine. Murktide's still on the stack. I get priority opponent. I'm sorry for you, but I do. Pitch that. And what you got now? All right. Okay, they do that. That's fine. Yep. All right. 8-8 Murktide. Say go. That was pretty big. I mean, I hate that we can't... All right. Thunder Trap Trainer. Kind of leaning towards no. Kind of leaning towards no on that. Kind of leaning towards no. We might be getting there. I don't know. I don't know. I do like that we've got the stock up and the Kaito to help refuel. And we are running them very low on cards. Like, they really need a 2-for-1 here. And my hope is that we can just deny them that. All right. Okay, yep, that is going to kill us pretty quick. Stock up. Queen to Dust, Subtlety, Tameo. So they're there. Yeah, any order. Okay. And we'll say go. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see what we can get. Undercity. All right, trigger. All right, yuck. Queen. Let's make sure we draw a card. Surveil. Yep. All right, well, there we go. That sucked. Oopsie doodles. Whatever. Well, that's bad. That's horrible. That might have just lost us the game. Okay. Well, never mind. Ooh, God, thank you, Bowmasters. Maybe I do want the extra Thoughtseize and we cut. Spell Snare seems pretty good. Queen seems pretty good into them. Yeah, Fatal Push is a little middling, so I think we cut that, because I'd really love to start off with a Thoughtseize. Like, if we could have gotten rid of, like, one of those Murktides, that changes the entire context of that game. And we could change the entire context of this game by just sheer fact of we've got that. Keep. Upkeep. And I might just jam Frog onto. Alright, Force of Negation. High probability of just jamming Frog onto. Alright. Thoughtseize. What you got, opponent? Subtlety, Counterspell, Murktide Regent. Yep, we'll do that, and let's say go. I might honestly Bowmaster, just because if I can get the Kaito down, like, ASAP, that's pretty big. Let's see, so that's gone, and Counterspell's gone. Okay. Man. In that case, I think we'll just try and get the Frog down. You know, that way. Okay, so... Alright, yeah. Yeah, we'll put that on top. Alright. Say go. So, Flame of Venor is the only spell. Oh, yeah. So they're down to 2. Otawara unknown. Yeah, I got to, man. I hate that, but I feel like that's just such a blowout. Trigger, put on top. Frog, and yeah. I mean, if they've got, like... We know they've got Otawara. If they don't show us exactly what I was afraid of... Okay. Okay, so Otawara is the only one. Alright, so play. Alright. Whack, woo, Frog, and, alright, we'll say go. Alright, they draw. And if they go to 0 Jace, alright. Oh my god, man. Man alive. Opponent. Like, just having. Alright. They bounce Frog, okay. Alright, Frog. We're going to hope they don't have the counter spell. I mean, again, they've literally just had it. Like, whatever they've needed, they've had. Oh, that's infuriating. Oh my god, that's infuriating. Well, you know, we do get a turn. Yep, well, we get to push that. God. Man, this is so vile. This is just like, have it all .deck. They literally had perfect. Oh, I could have pushed that. I'm an actual idiot. Alright. God, I hate that. That was stupid. Like, because if I had pushed that in response, that would have been a lot less, alright. Put on top. Alright, we'll do this. We'll subtlety. Make sure we kill Jace. Alright. Yep. Oh, God, that sucked, man. That was so stupid. I didn't even think about that. It didn't connect to my head that we could have pushed in response. And that would have, again, you know, like, just, and we'll just see, like, again, if they've got it, they've got it. I mean, opponent, literally, we've asked them to have it, and they just have. Yeah, that's annoying. It is what it is. So we can kill Jace next turn. Okay, well, that's very obnoxious. That tells me that they are going for something here. I mean, if they've got the bolt, they do, like, we're just dead. How can you always just have Counterspell on the top of your deck at all times? Man. Oh, well, that's obnoxious. It's really obnoxious the mode I won't go on, but, you know, like, we lost to perfection last game. Like, kinda is what it is. We're on the draw, but we've got Force, Cameo, Double Thoughtseize, Bowmaster, Cantrip. Only one land, though, but I think on the draw, this is a completely fine hand. So, keep. Alright. Burn? Alright, I mean, I'm gonna take the damage now. And we'll wait, because we can pitch Cameo. And I'm kind of fine with that. I would like to say Burn is literally our worst matchup. Quite literally our worst matchup. Mono red Burn. Okay, Swifty, yep. Alright. Alright. Alright, we do get another land. Alright. As weird as it is, I will actually kill the Swifty. Alright, Preordain. Alright. I mean, if they bolt our face, that's kind of fine. Preordain, I kind of don't want to flip to get rid of this Cameo now, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so what do we get? Counterspell is not exactly the card we're looking for, I don't think. So let's get Swamp. Bowmasters. Alright, we'll do that. And, if they tap out, I might... We'll see. If they tap out, I might... It's going to be hard for them to tap out. But only so many cards in hand. So we're very likely going down to 9. Or, man, we've got a very, let's see. So Rift Bolt, all right. All right, let's do a preordain. Bottom. Yeah, we'll bottom that. All right, land. Yeah, just because we've got the Force in hand, I'm going to do the Thoughtseize. I know this seems bad against them, and it is. Okay, so it's red, black, burn. All right. So they do need a black source to cast that. Same with bump. All right. Yeah, we'll get an island and we'll say go. If they don't drop it next turn, I do think we're going to tank the one from the 3 from the Rift Bolt, because we can kind of undo that. We've got enough cards we can undo that. I mean, if they get the Vine Lasher, we're going to be very sad. Okay. All right. What do we draw here? Okay, land. Let's consider. All right. We don't want that. Okay, counterspell. Yeah, I'm fine. I kind of want to keep my life total high, so I'll give that up. All right. And we draw... All right, Spell Snare. All right. Tomato. All right, and we'll say go. All right. Let's see. That's it. If we could get a... Oh, God. If we could get a frog or something. All right. We'll go low. You know, if they've got it, they've got it. Well, actually, they can't. What am I talking about? Undercity. Yeah, I don't mind that. All right. Psychic Frog. So, I mean, I think they're going to just try and overwhelm any counter magic we have, so I'm just going to attack with Tamiyo. Yeah, we'll do this. All right. So, again, I think they're just going to try and overload our counters. All right. All right, so they draw. They are significantly less likely to overload our counter magic now. Significantly less likely to overload it. I mean, maybe we can get back into the game with this. You know, like, we're going to bend the Thoughtseize. That's a trigger for Tamiyo. We have a lot going our way. We do have, like, we could die here. But, I mean, with only 2 lands, I feel like that's unlikely. You know, we throw away the Thoughtseize, grow Frog. we have counterspell, force pitch for something, and then suddenly they just don't have a lot going on in hand. They have 2 dead cards. We can leave Tamiyo back, Fly Frog. Hope we get something to gain us about 6 life, because I think that will radically change the course of the game. So, all right. So, 2 unknowns. We have Counterspell. Wise, we do not attack. Man, oh man. It is what it is, though. Alright, I think I'll do this. So... there we go. Counter it. Feel like they wouldn't do the... alright. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's discard this. See if we can't bait something. Alright, they don't... alright, ooh, Archmage's Charm is a pretty decent one, so... alright, let's exile here, here, here. Alright, and get in with a Flying Frog. Let's see, what do we draw? Kaito. Kaito. I mean, that's going to be good burst damage. Okay. And honestly, we could steal the frog, too. We could steal frog. I'm not above stealing frog. Alright, land. I mean, I'm kind of hoping they go for... alright. Okay, so now we know the contents of their hand. Okay. Not bad. All right, and they wise, we don't attack. All right, there. All right. All right. Cast here, and yeah, we'll say go. So Bolt Wave. We go down to 2. Let's see, how much like can I possibly do here? Yeah, I think I will let that one go. And if they cast the little dude, I might steal it. Oh god, it has offspring. Oh. Alright, let's go to 1 and see if we get lucky. Alright. Cast, target player draws 2. Here, blue. All right. Yep. Good game. Game one is theirs. Having like our worst possible cards in hand sucked against them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really think there is, you know, like having double Thoughtseize. Here, force. Yeah. I mean, and this could just be how it breaks down tonight. You know, like we ran into just two weird decks that were not really teched against, and they just got lucky. Like, again, we needed to get lucky there. I think maybe when I'm that low, I forgot about Barbarian Rings activated. I think I was supposed to counter. And if they drop the dude, they do. Like, that sucks, but it is what it is. We do have the stock up to add more, so, you know, it is what it is. Like, Mono Red has been having a little bit of a renaissance lately. So, you know, it is, you know, a thing that occurs. A thing that occurs. Yeah. I mean, I really have much more on that. You know, hopefully we get into the next game. I hope that the lag isn't, like, ruining our opponent's night over there. It has a tendency to do that to folks. Man, the lag on Moto has been really bad, folks. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, it is what it is, though. Like, eh. We are going to try and be fetching basics and tapped lands as much as possible. Yes. So, Force, Scolding. Alright. Oh, man. So, we'll keep... Yeah, I think we'll do it like this. So, upkeep. Yeah, I think we got to stick Frog next turn, so trigger here. Put on top so we can do it painlessly. I mean, again, if they get guide, you know, they do. Vinyl Asher having that 2 toughness is also deal. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, let's try the Psychic Frog, see how it goes. Alright. Yep. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. Okay, Pump of the Night. Yep. I mean, again, not anything we can do about that. So that means if they do go to kill our frog, we can just, like, ignore. Alright. Yep, they ping. I'm kind of thinking... yeah, I'd rather save it, so let's see. Are you going to attack in? No. Alright. Land. Alright. Turn it sideways. Are you going to do it? Okay. Yeah, we'll discard that because it'll enter tapped. So, there we go. I like where we're at. I mean, again, like, Swifty. Yeah, Stern Scolding. Yeah, I think we could still tank that. Alright, let's see if they go in. Oh, thank you, God. Alright, here we go. All right, there we go. All right, get rid of it, and yep. Okay. All right, and put him to 12. Okay, fatal push. Yeah, I kind of think that makes me want to play out Odawara. All right. Oh, please have to crack and draw. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, since they're hellbent after this, I think now's the time. Boop. All right, Archmage's Charm. Yeah, let's discard Fatal Push. All right, so... All right. And we draw a land. Gotta say not about it. Gotta say not about it. All right. All right, and they have to have double burn spell here. They... Okay. All right. And... Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. BoomMaster's picking it up there. Alrighty. I mean, submit, you know, we could just get it run over and life will be horrible. Like, you know, that life is just horrible sometimes. You know, it happens. It happens. Like, it is what it is. You know, we're just gonna do our best. That's all we can do, really. Again, I don't know about Kaito here, but it's just like the rest of our sideboard just sucks. Like, it's really bad into them. You know, Queen is obviously top tier card. Like, push Queen. That's negated one of their spells and killed a creature. Like, that's like, oh my god. You know? We'll see. We'll see. Inquisition would have been amazing there instead of Thoughtseize game one. That like, not taking that damage would have won us the game. It is what it is, though. Again, like, it happens. Like, if you're to where you're only losing to, like, is it Snapcaster Jace deck and... Oh, perfect. Keep. Alright, so what you got? I hope they just deal damage to our face. Yucky. Alright. Okay. Kaito is not exactly the one we wanted to see on top, but it's okay. I mean, we have a fairly painless development of our mana if we want it, which we probably do, but, you know, hey. Let's go ahead. Let's preordain. All right. Top. That way we get a draw off the guide. And we get to eat a spell, you know. So I think just going Swamp. I mean, we'll see what they do on turn 3, because this is a pretty decent hand so far. Okay. Yucky yuck. Yuck yuck. Alright. So, going very, very low. I'm not liking that in the least little bit. All right, and okay, Watery Grave on tap. Oh, well, they don't have white, so they can't have that obnoxious card I don't like. You know the one. All right, so they've just got 2 in hand. I mean, that can cause a lot of pain for us. All right. All right, we'll just go land here, and we'll Bowmasters probably look to mop up. Kaito, not really doing anything. Yeah, we'll do those. Since that is also growing the Murktide Regent. Alright, so abilities. So first one, alright, Archmage's Charm again. Oh my god, who could have seen that coming? Orcish Bowmaster. So, ping. Alright. So block here, and if we get that, I'm hoping they don't save it, because that will, you know. Oh, man. That's still not a burn spell going towards our face. Alright. Sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, the Archmage's Charm that they know about. You know what? I kind of want the triggers off of that. So we'll... I mean, we're effectively at 10. Alright. Raucous Theater. Okay, they've been a land. Alright. And then we could steal something with Charm. I do like stealing stuff. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright. First trigger. Alright, Murktide Regent. Second trigger reveals the same Murktide. Alright, let's Fatal Push there. Queen that to gain some life. Go back up to 14. Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Alright, Rift Bolts are face down to 9. We're going to 8. It is what it is. Under City Sewers. Alright, yeah, we'll put it on top. I don't mind having more of those. Land, blue. Big old Durgan. All right, and we will say go. I mean, you know, we just want to stabilize here. And I kind of want to get more in the yard, you know, so we can... All right, they get another card. Yeah, we'll do that. Island. And yeah, let's consider. All right, Fatal Push. All right, so, I mean, we can't really do anything because we're kind of committed once we do it, but hey, like... we can't really cast any other spells, and, I mean, let's be real. They're not getting through that 5/5 anyway, so let's hit them, and... I mean, if they've got it, they've got it. Like, that sucks. You know? If they have it perfect, it's perfect, and we were never beating perfection. You will never, ever beat perfection. We have them dead next turn, though. Alright, they deal a lot. Okay, we're down to 4. Attack all. Not bad, not bad. Every single bit of that. Oh my god. Alright, let's start opening the chest, see what we get. Okay. I don't know if any of those are worth anything, so hooray. But it looks like we are going to be getting another free league. So there we go. I don't think that's worth anything, nor is Mentor of the Meek, but hey, you know, you'll have these. Okay, there we go. We hit well above. I don't think that's worth anything, but it's still cool. So, you know, you love to see it. You love to see it. You know, you get a playable. That's always great. I don't think that's worth anything. I don't think that's worth anything, nor is that. But those are all neat cards, you know? All right, let's see. Can we get something good out of this last one? I mean, I think we've already opened our above board. Yeah, I think he's worth a little bit. All right, all right, all right, all right. You know, hey. Like, we got haha funny weed number as our play point, so that's cool. That's really cool. This deck is really cool. I think Kaito is amazing. It really sucked again. Yeah, like we would have loved to have seen him. Like our only loss was to Is It, and we just put them to it every time. We constantly put them to it, and they constantly had it. I mean, that's just how it was. That's how it broke down. I feel like I could have played a little bit more tightly game 1, you know, and that would have like changed the dynamic. You know, we still pick up one of the other 2 games that we would have won. We would have 5-0'd, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, you know, is what it is. Overall, though, the deck, I think, is really, really cool. I mean, it is really, really cool, I think. I mean, I think Dismember, if we had seen a deck running Kedtramos, would have been House. I still like the Exile one in the side. I still like that one. Anoint with Affliction. I like that. It's, you know, Kedtramos decks are at their core aggro decks, so, or, you know, they're creature decks. They are fair. They win by turning creatures sideways and zeroing out your life total. I know, shocking. But because of that, I feel like maybe Anoint out of the side would be better. That said, I don't hate on to Dismember in the 75. I think E is great. Sauron's Ransom, it felt good when we cast it and we won, but were we already ahead? Maybe. I mean, but there is a lot of control. At least, you know, like, people have been talking about it coming back. There was a lot in the league. Control players going to play control, so... you know, it is what it is. I mean, I think Sauron's Ransom is a good card. I think if it weren't all I don't know. Modern is in a weird place. I mean, people, myself included, are expecting something to be done to Breach, which realistically it probably needs to be. But you know, you've got that. We've got another set about to hit. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've already got one. I mean, if you want one, I think they're like sub 50 cents for a Sauron's Ransom. So if you don't have it and want it, I mean, it won't hurt to grab. I mean, I don't know if it's like if you gotta get it through TCG Player, I might hold off just because, I mean, my God, nothing's worse than like needing a 50-cent card and the shipping's always like $3. If they'll even do it for that little, but happens, you know.